how can we make it relevant for a scientific community? I think that's the question that we really need to dig into. And that's the last part of the lecture. So there are two steps for that. And these steps, you need to go back and forth between them. It's not that you just do first and then go to the second. The first one is actually you need to review the area of literature that you feel is your target literature. Start from one area, one literature, one stream of research. You may say, well, I don't know what are the streams of research. No one knows. You go with the general topic. You get the idea from your supervisor. You look at the citations. You see who are the people talking about this particular topic lately and more dominantly. And the second step, so as a result of the first step, you need to actually create a large body of writing, notes, gathering, tables, summaries of your reading, which at the end answers this question. Related to my topic of my focal topic, literature in this particular community already suggests, already knows, already discovered. And then the second step is the step which is more your critical thinking, which can be only done when you are finished with the first step. However, there is some aspect, some area, one point, a dynamic, a specific point, a specific cause, a specific effect, a specific mechanism which has not been investigated. Of course, it's difficult for everyone at the beginning of the research to come up with a very strong articulation of the scientific contribution, because you need to do a good literature review. How to do that? I have some tips. How to start? I absolutely don't recommend you go to the Google Scholar and do the wild keyword search unless you have unlimited time and cognitive capability to process all that results. What I definitely recommend is to start from a few, I would call them guiding points. If you are looking at a particular topic, is platform dynamics, is technology adoption, is community dynamics, is group work, is design thinking, start from a few core readings, which potentially are recent literature review papers. You can find them mostly in some general journals like Academy of Management Review, Academy of Management Annals, Journal of Management Review, International Journal of Management Review, or within certain journals that are specific to a particular topic. Recent literature review of your focal topic, because they do a lot of work for you. They show the lay of the land, who has investigated what has been known, what is still remaining. Spend more time on finding those key starting points than spending that time on reading many papers. At the end of the day, it's not that how many papers you read. You may read 50 papers that maybe 2 or 3 of them are relevant. Better to read 20 papers that all of them are relevant for your topic. Go to your supervisor's work or suggestions on this topic, last year master thesis, or recent publications of your supervisors or the ones that they recommend, and start from there. And when you read those few starting points, read them deeply, word by word as much as relevant. Because the first ones you read very slowly, but if you get them well digested, the rest, it becomes much easier to navigate. Backward citation is effective. If you are reading one of those literature review papers or recent theses or recent publications, where somewhere they said that recently scholars looked at this particular dynamic, oh, that's exactly my topic. Just find those references at the end of the article, go to them. That's called backward citation. You can always go to Google Scholar, put some good keywords, find some research. Google Scholar is smart and enough to give you some good results, but that I would suggest to be your last way. So how to do your literature work? I have only 1 more minute to say that. Whenever you read any piece, I suggest you to make a table. This is the asset of your chapter 2 of the master thesis, of your proposal. May go to the appendix, but anyway, this is something that if you do it right, it is your asset, it is your investment. Whatever you read, put into a 3-column table like this. First column, what is the research of this paper about? The context of the paper. What is the main question? What is the topic of the investigation? Second column, what are the key findings related to your topic from that paper? Last one, what are the things that are left unanswered, out of scope, boundaries, limitations of that particular paper? You can find them at the end of the paper. You can also think about them. Write a few bullet points. Guys, may I have 5 more minutes? If you need to leave, with all respect. So, you do the first paper, you make these, take the notes. Some people write a lot of words, some people write, briefly. Normally it becomes a very messy, long table. Then you go to the second paper, to the third, to the fourth. And then you see something that I noted as the gap or the missing part in the first paper is already addressed in the fourth one. Cross it out. You go and go and go and go. There is a magical number here. Where does that come from? I don't know. My feeling, my experience is that if you read core relevant papers, when you get to 30 to 40 papers, then you have a good feeling about what has been said and what is missing there. Then it's a good time to go to the second step and see what has been left in the last column, which is not answered, which is a gap. If you are at that stage, you go back to your supervisors, you will get a very different reaction. They will be able to help you much, much better.